Send me to the wolves. I'll come back a patron.
The 44th episode of the second campaign of the Chronicles of Telmora. My name is Liv. I am your GM of this wonderful band of friends. In our party tonight, we have a Harka played by Norvin.
For Karneth.
We have Rex played by Connor.
Yummy.
We have Sister played by Shane.
Holy schmoly.
We have Tess played by Pyro.
Pussy pride.
And we have Icarus played by Nasir.
I'm here.
That's how I feel, buddy. That's how that's where I'm at after the pussy pride comment. Okay. Not where I thought you were gonna try to derail the intro. I thought you were gonna keep going with the Infernal Clown Shoes bit, but here we are. So, when last we left the Scaleheart Wardens, they had met with Timothy Oedmundson from Gallivant, named Richard, in Kamarasca, because he was my childhood crush in The Luck of the Irish.
Childhood.
He was my teenage crush in Psych, and he was my college-age crush in Gallivant. So that man has followed my romance.
So what's he in now? Because we heard the way you thirsted over him. He's still your crush.
Yes, because I have many things that I enjoy going back and watching him in.
Because Liv has not grown up yet.
Liv bit her lip hard. For those who don't remember,
I did. I love Timothy Oedmundson.
I wasn't paying attention.
we could almost hear the gulp.
He's hot. Sue me.
No.
He has been hot his entire career, and I will not hear disagreements. So, you met with him, he teleported you basically over here, you got over here, you found a journal that none of you can read, you passed through the sleeping village, and Rex almost had an episode of Law & Order Special Victims Unit, but he decided against it and just took some hair. And then you made your way over towards Kelna. You met again with my donkey cart merchant that I love because his voice is ridiculous and I find him annoying to be hilarious. And now you made it to Kelna because you bought some shit. Yay! Snowy Mountain Village.
So, Liv, are you just gonna let the hurdy-gurdy keep going?
I was just about to say, as you walk into the village, somebody is out there absolutely hurdying the shit out of they Gertie.
She hurdy him like Gertie.
Cranking it.
They are absolutely
Who else up cranking their hurdy-gurdy?
cranking it. They are just like sitting at the entrance.
Over here stroking my shit.
Actually, make me a perception check. Anyone who is wanting to look for the source of the hurdy-gurdy. Because you can hear it, but you can't quite see it. You just know that with the music going that hard, somebody has got to be out here absolutely cranking it.
Over here cranking my shit.
Mine deliberately did performance because Rex is doing a dad shuffle to the dance.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I gotta lotion my dick.
A mildly odious leg with a 5.
It's not great, buddy. Okay, so nobody notices. Nobody finds who's. No, 14 is not high enough. You can vaguely gather that it's being played live, and it's somewhere outside. That's all you got.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Okay, there we go. I was waiting for it. So, Sister, you kind of turn around, and you're better at pinpointing the exact direction of where the sound is coming from, and so you sort of turn around, you get the bead of the cardinal direction, and then you look up, and you see perched on, like, it's sort of like one of these, like, scaffoldings leading up to a roof. There is just a big-ass fucking hurdy-gurdy getting cranked to fuck by a tiny little monkey.
A monkey.
Just cranking it.
Who else up cranking their hurdy-gurdy?
Who a monkey and they hurdy?
Like monkeys being
Ah.
the organ grinder.
Our battle will be legendary.
He's got the little hat on. He's got the little coat, bellboy coat.
I found the one I was looking for.
Absolutely cranking it.
Why do the gods hate me?
I thought
Rex
you
doing a
didn't
little
like.
doo-wop.
Well, you said you don't like the gods. I guess they don't like you back.
You would think Rex is seasick by how wonky his steps going dancing along to this hurdy-gurdy.
He's cranking his hurdy-gurdy.
He is. He's just out here cranking it. You guys
Girding
do
all by
anything, or
yourself,
do you
handsome?
Do you just keep stanky legging it to the hurdy-gurdy?
Show do, and he keeps walking with the party, but he's
Walking
just
with the
bebopping through town.
Well, I imagine.
Like when you see a Gmod character dancing as they walk, like
I imagine the sister stopped to kind of get a bead on the location of the hurdy-gurd monkey, and just.
now. Imagine if Rex were the wild shaped into the hurdy-gurdy monkey.
I mean,
If you
Yours
want
like
to,
yours-
it's. I know exactly how to describe it for my friends that watch Critical Role Campaign 3. It's Mister in the little hat with the little bellboy jacket,
I don't.
cranking it, but not made of fire, but like
That's
that type of.
that's
monkey.
I
very
don't know what this
misleading. It makes it
means.
sound like that familiar was jerking off.
Let
How
it
much-
sound the way it is. That's just kind of how hurdy-gurdy speak works, man. But it's that
I don't know
type
what the
of
fuck
monkey.
any of this means, bro.
They
You don't
were
need to.
grinding their box.
You're digging in me.
My soul hurts.
And let it dance a little.
Licking their box.
He's off beat.
He's so offbeat.
I cannot dance.
There's
you
one way to
better
learn.
I
whatever-
was gonna
What
say,
the
his
hell
numbers
he's doing.
died.
I come up to a
Human
big ol'
racial affinity to the robot.
I come up for a big ol' hip bump to knock her into a dance.
Oh no!
Do not say
You're going to knock her on her ass.
I fall out of the
Boom.
box.
Oh, the Taco Bell bong. Oh,
Ooh.
Parko will attempt to catch her. So she doesn't put a dent in the fucking floor.
make an athletics check.
Those
Yeah,
thighs
you're
can dig
fine.
into.
You catch her. No dent.
When you knock over a Pixar mom.
Hey, that's my ride. You're bumping into.
Is Tess still in the basket?
She was.
Most likely.
Oh no!
Oh, she's sitting on Harka's head as she had to catch herself.
I scale back on into my ride and I look at Rex. I was taking a good nap. What? Why? Why are you moving like that?
Why are you?
He's lost his sauce dancing.
He's
Yeah, yeah,
fuck is
yeah.
that
What
noise? What the fuck is it? Ah, my ear! Tess takes out her bow. Where's that noise coming
Why are
from?
we here again?
Just a
Mhm.
silver.
Great
Don't
question.
worry, sister. I'll solve it. Where's that monkey?
Sister's the only one that's actually seen it. If she doesn't point it out,
Honest,
It's up to
I'm
her.
not 100% sure.
We're fine.
We're on our way to the other burned out village, and we stopped at the sleepy village, and now we are cursed.
now we're cursed.
Make a good point, Harga. Maybe this is just all a permanent nightmare. Maybe we should wake up. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
You should wake up before you forget how to.
What city are we in, by the way?
Kelna.
Gang, was there something big in the city we were trying to get?
Kelna?
We're already bought. Well, mainly
Gotta
I
buy-
suggested this route because I wanted to see the world. Liv, break me off a piece of what Kelna looks like.
The fuck you mean break you off a piece of what Kelna looks like? I just took you off of the aesthetic map for it.
Describe
It
the
looks
culture.
like this.
Describe the culture, customs, and name 5 NPCs and their
What
relations
does
to the
it
city.
look like? like my brother in Christ.
Only the
It's the
geopolitical
home of
machinations of this.
prominent wood crafters and leather workers. You know what?
That's what I wanna hear.
Just because of that, all the fucking leather workers are furbolgs.
So when I said break me off a piece of it, I could see the city, but I wanted to know what its culture was like and its people and its population. And like I said, 5
You're
NPCs.
not
I'm
gonna
still
learn that
waiting.
if you just stand there.
It was implied that we go and investigate the city, but I'll say it explicitly. We go and investigate the city and its culture. I go meet 5 named NPCs.
Where do you go?
Where do I go, DM? Where there's significant places for me to go in
Where are
town?
you fucking going?
Oh my
you know
God!
the town
Stop
first.
being a prick, Connor. We go to the tavern.
Thank you. The music of the hurdy-gurdy
Wahoo.
fades into the bustle of the outside as you enter the tavern. It is very cozy. It is similar to walking into like a kind of like ski lodge vibes. I've never been in one, but I've seen them in movies. But it's that kind of vibe where it's like there's lots of furs and animal heads on the wall, like kind of hunting lodge, ski lodge vibe. Lots of boots left near the door. Warm, roaring fire. So it is almost so
Ooh.
warm as to be stuffy in here, but it feels nice after how cold it was outside.
All the lizards immediately just sponge it up.
Yeah, it is, for the lizards, the cold-blooded, it is like walking into a heat lamp room, and it's just that, ooh, yes. Now, Icarus, I'm not entirely sure if you are a snowbird that flies south for the winter, or if you are like an Arctic tern or the ptarmigan that goes wah, wah, in the snow. So I don't know how this does for you.
Icarus is very much a warm bird. He prefers warmth, so this is very nice.
Oh yeah, everybody likes it, I assume.
The real reason we're friends with sister.
Yes, she's the heat lamp. You are a bunch of warm-blooded. Well, no, you're a bunch of cold-blooded creatures and a bird following around a living heat lamp. This is why no one questions why you're with her. They see 3 scaly people and a heat lamp and go, yeah, that tracks.
Oh, so they're racist.
Fucking mammal.
Yeah.
Mammal
We're all warm-blooded.
racist.
Touche.
Rex is warm-blooded?
We're all... There, we...
Didn't
Yes?
Rex just say a few episodes ago that he was a reptile?
Rex
'Cause
is a
Harka-
lizard man.
Yeah, Harka said specifically that the Dragonborns were mammals, but I feel like
Lizard
there's a
folk are
reason.
usually
I don't remember.
actual lizards.
A specific evolution from reptilia produced mammalian aspect. I'm warm-blooded.
Don't call me cold-blooded, guys. It's mean. The tavern is very it's lively in that there are a lot of people here, but it seems to be kind of like people that have come in groups and they're just kind of sitting at their own tables. So it feels more restaurant-like than like, oh, there's a bunch of people just randomly shouting at each other.
Rex returned to the party. Well, if there was anything we wanted to do before we head across the water, here's the last big stop.
Well,
I'm gonna look at the bartender.
Yep.
What's with the fucking hurdy-gurdy?
Oh, the monkey? So
There's a
that-
monkey.
Yeah. Hey, oh, you didn't see him? You just heard it? Oh, yeah, there's a monkey that plays the hurdy-gurdy. One of the kids that lives in the house, he's on the roof, right? He's kind of on the roof. Oh, you didn't see him. Did anybody see him? Looks at the party.
sister will raise her hand.
Yeah, he's on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the little girls that lives in that house, that's her pet. That's her best friend. She trained him how to play it. And so he'll play it for her and she'll dance. And so now he just he really likes the sound it makes. So now he'll just kind of go out and play it, and he likes seeing what people will do when they hear the hurdy-gurdy. It's kind of a thing at this point.
Very Fae-like monkey behavior. Hey Tess, real quick aside. Hey, if there was like another Fae patron, Fae warlock, a Fae-lock, if you would you be able to detect that? Because there's a monkey that plays a hurdy-gurdy to see if it pisses off or makes people happy, and it's apparently the best friend of a little girl. That just too many red flags have gone off for me not to think Fae.
I mean, I've been sent to kill ones.
How
Not a
old
while.
is the child?
Let's see. She's
no comment.
like 8.
I point to Tess.
Hi.
Marco, we know. Yeah, hi. We know that age isn't really a limiter for Archfey.
Hello.
Points at Tess. Not a child.
Well, she was when she made the pact.
No, full-grown adult.
Really?
Kobolds live to be like 15. They're mature by
That's not
time they're
true.
1. This is what Harka thinks.
How long have you been down there? 11 days.
Sis is gonna. What kind of check would it be to check the actual accurate age span of kobold?
I would like to do that as well.
You can do nature or medicine.
Tess looks up.
Act like
full.
correcting Harka is gonna do anything.
15. Let me see. 15.
Tess looks up, knowing the answer.
15. You remember
Does Tess
that
just wait to
kobolds are
hear?
cold-blooded.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, Tess. What about the? Never mind.
You know that they reach adulthood pretty young, but they tend to live a little bit longer. Sister, you know that kobolds reach adulthood around age 6, and they can live up to 120 years. But it's not very often that they do.
That's
Now,
how
of
old were you
course-
when you made your pact?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is counting actual aging. They can live while aging for 120 years. Obviously,
15.
if a very powerful archfey stops you from aging,
I'm pretty sure it was like 15, maybe. And then thing happened, and then I just stopped aging. Yeah.
So you were
I'm
the equivalent of a
technically
human
adult.
30-year-old.
Kinda. I took a little bit of a mental spin after a couple of things, but yeah, give or take.
Rex kind of makes notes that he didn't realize she was a 30-year-old woman. In all, he was picturing like, oh, this is like a 12-year-old.
well,
Well, Harka,
Higher than human years.
kobolds don't live until 15.
Oh, so they don't live that long, huh?
No. It's almost 10 times that amount.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Tess just sits there counting her nails.
Liv, I'm also gonna have to correct you on the kobold.
Live longer than we do.
that is
And
what I have found on the internet and not on the AI overview.
Dragons are warm-blooded creatures, and kobolds are made from dragon blood to be servants.
An ice kobold, you asshole!
Yeah, there's also that.
Yeah.
A cold-blooded ice kobold is crazy. Penny, no.
I hope she eats your shoe.
No.
Oh, hot.
No. Iron's whores.
I don't think he enjoys the dog of wisdom.
No. Silence, wretch.
Dog of wisdom.
And if you really want the answer, that was like 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, adult.
Oh my god.
She was an adult before the Fae thing.
Why
I
did
stopped counting. I'm like 415. Let's just say that.
so why did Okay.
Okay.
What's
Rex
the
has a
problem?
very clear, perplexed look on his face.
What's wrong?
Test Mr. Mickey was up to his shoulder. Ask.
I don't think I will. He has a very clear look of somebody who wants to say something at a dinner party in someone else's house and goes, you know what? I'm not in
Hold
a
on.
location I can ask.
Ask
Hi,
a
I'm
woman a
guest
question about
here.
her age.
Oh,
Ask a
no.
woman a question about her age. Be
You
that
act
brave.
very young. Is that a kobold thing or a you thing?
Okay, we could talk about how I was literally scrambled.
It gets
Yeah,
a
among
trauma.
other things.
It gets a trauma thing.
I don't know about trauma, but listen. I got a little. She twitches. Funny things going on in my head. I was built from the ground up. I've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit.
And quite literally, a lot of me is, how do you say, sealed right now, I think. She does like the 50-50 thing. I'm not sure. I used to be do shit for Mab, but I think my brain was a little cloudy then, but, I can't really tell. Shrug. All I know is, I've been kind of like
Doesn't even.
slowly coming.
She doesn't even shrug. She just says the word shrug and doesn't shrug.
Yeah.
Naturally.
One eye is fully dilated, the other isn't.
This is the little lizard blink one eye at a time.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just happens. Happen. Sometimes I feel very, very intelligent, very woohoo, ha ho hoo. Other days, I could probably talk you in circles.
Hmm.
How is
No
this
offense, you're not. No offense, you're not dumb. I'm just smarter. Other
No.
days, I want my chicken nuggets.
And I can make them for you tonight.
Yeah.
All the glass in the bar shatters.
And I open all of the windows.
Test.
I make you
jumps
chicken
back.
nuggies. Why is she silently screaming? No, it's not silent. You
There's
just
a
can't hear
sound.
it.
Tess
Yeah, Chris in the
dives
corner
back into
crying.
Migraine.
Yeah, Tess dives back into the Pixar mom cart, and then she gets comfortable.
What was the name of the robot from Invader Zim? It was Zim's butler.
Grr. Grr.
Well, you're just Grr, aren't you?
That is a very dangerous thing to say to Pyro.
Go on. I watched Invader Zim.
I know.
Blame me like that.
You are giving him a new realm of references from which to pull.
I mean, I'm not wrong,
I mean,
though.
No.
I may not have a brain, but I have an idea.
The voice is also very similar.
Anyway,
He's like this
Why is there
close to pulling
bacon in the
out
soup?
I made it myself.
He is this
Mhm.
close to
above
singing
board,
the Doom song.
if you recall the backstory thing, one of the things that was mentioned was a mode of chaos was used to restructure her magical
yeah.
bullshit.
I remember.
I did not. I don't remember that.
I can send it to you again,
Brother, I am not metagaming.
We,
I ain't reading this shit.
I read all that.
She told the whole party.
Yeah, it was.
Was I there?
Yes,
Mm.
It was at my house.
yes, at your house when Tess ran away when you and Harka.
Oh, yeah. I got the
And then
cliff
I was
notes of
almost,
that.
I almost got squished by Harka.
Yeah, I got the cliff notes of that. Was just that you were fucked up.
No, it was read to you in its entirety.
I remember. I don't know. No, I'm saying. My takeaway.
What? I don't know why it posted like that.
I read all that.
Okay, don't then.
I read all that.
Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap now. I feel like golden I mean, all the chicken nuggets have got me slow.
But I didn't even make them yet.
Well, wake me up when there's more.
Tavern's about to put out a first thing a yeast roll.
Tesco looks at real shit.
Smell a deliciously yeasty smell coming from the kitchen as I'm now about to introduce another part of Southern living into y'all's lives.
Give,
Somebody comes out of the kitchen with a large, like, basket full of yeast rolls. And they have, like an oven mitt on. And they come out and they say, "Throat rolls! Throat rolls!" And you see people around the tavern holding up their hands, and they chuck it like pitching a baseball. And people
Tess
catch
turns
it
into a
and drop it.
photorealistic velociraptor.
This is a real thing. There are real restaurants that do it, and I've eaten at them.
Yes.
Some of them do it with blueberry muffins too.
Listen, no one would be safe if it was Bourbon Street chicken. That's what I'm gonna say.
They're not gonna throw Bourbon Street chicken that has a sauce.
I'm not saying about that, Liv. I'm saying if there was
Uh-oh.
Bourbon Street chicken in that tavern, there wouldn't be a tavern anymore.
I'm just waiting for you to get so committed that you ask to reskin Tess as a monk. Just so you can zoom me at max speed.
I can do that. I just gotta get my hands on the other items.
Anyway, we chill in the tavern.
You chill in the tavern. Do you try to catch the throat rolls?
Yes.
Make me
I'll give it a
dexterity
try.
check.
Acrobatics,
Dexterity.
athletics.
Dexterity. No,
I-
Tess.
I flop.
Icarus, you are so dexterous, you just like hold the wing up like a fucking catcher's mitt. The waiter is very impressed with you. They're like, very nice.
No, wait. You
I
know
like
what
the
it
idea that he
is?
sets his plate down and he flicks his wing and just like hits it at just the angle so it lands on his plate.
Yep.
It's the Kung Fu Panda scene.
Yes.
he's just like yanking the fucking rolls away from me.
Yep.
What?
My rolls! With a 12, Harka, you kind of fumble it a little bit and it falls and it rolls on the table, but it's still good. It fell on the table at least.
That one's
Rex
better.
tries to snap it with his jaw, like full gator mouth.
Yeah, so this is why that doesn't go well. Is because you kind of try to snap it. So you're not really holding the hands up, and the waiter is looking for hands, and so
Oh, he's got him up. He just tries to catch it.
You got little
And
gator arms.
fumbles hard. He's got his hands up next to his mouth, like he's trying to make a cone, and then just
the
grab with
waiter
his
is
mouth
not
instead of hands.
entirely sure where to aim because he's so used to
In my
people that
mind
just
now,
straight-
I
and so
don't
he's like,
believe you have actual arms. You have little gator
Point,
arms,
point.
just like
Point, point.
kind
He
of like
has
a
big
T-Rex.
head and little arms, and he's not sure how well this plan was thought through.
I'm not a T-Rex yet, gang. Next level, I can polymorph into it.
He's trying. This is practice.
Speaking of which, Dad, do we that?
No.
Well, level 7, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know. This is the one campaign I'm keeping track of that fucking level.
Like, I'm pretty sure I just recently...
Certified moon druid.
The way I'm chewing on the next level, getting able to do my T-Rex form.
Certified moon druid.
Yeah.
Me when a fighter stares at the level up.
What, so they can do one more average attack?
I can out
What,
damage you
average
now.
attacker?
Sub-average attack.
Take a dragon breath.
Shane's catching strays while he's not even talking.
Okay, so you're in the
Whatever,
tavern,
man,
you
whatever.
have caught or not caught your throat rolls, and consumed or not consumed your throat rolls. They are delicious. They're warm, fresh out of the oven.
I'm sure.
They're so good. They would be really good, sister. I feel like you probably try to, like, catch them just to feel the warmth. Maybe trying to help your party. You deem that this is good bread.
Yo,
Sister
yo,
doesn't have
ready
to
for
eat it
this?
to know. She holds it and knows that it is good bread. Okay, but on that note, I came downstairs after the game last night. My mom was like, that sounded like a wild and woolly episode of D&D up there, didn't it? And I had to tell her about the common save. We're like, they're just kicking the shit out of him, and she's like, "Oh, they're just kicking the shit out." Like, yeah.
Shane, I would like to before next Friday Rose Run, I would like to publicly apologize for any
Denied.
It's already in the book, man.
Apology.
It's already in the book. It's too late.
Anything else
Look,
you would like
came
to
over
do
me. I was possessed.
in my ski lodge town?
No, but I got the shopping I wanted to do. Done with the merchant. The donkey
Is
man.
it time for a Hot Springs episode? Okay, never mind.
Wait,
like-
were there not scrolls of something we were trying to look for? We already bought them. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Now we have the helm.
Well, there were other spells that I had been looking for.
Also, speaking of that, we were supposed to read the fucking book.
That's what I was
The end of last
supposed to fucking
section.
do.
Yeah, past the helm.
Fuck. So I was like, yeah, I was sitting there as I got home from work today, and I was like, there's something I'm supposed to prep for tonight. And I went and I checked my notes, and I was
Did
like,
anyone prep the book?
That was like the encounter tables all full. They didn't encounter anything, and I forgot to prep the fucking book.
Couldn't be me. I'd never forget to prep something like this.
Dumbass. I would totally.
Hey Connor, can I see those explosives, please? Connor, can I see the staff, please?
Yeah, you should just give me a couple sessions. Just don't stand in this section of the dungeon you walk
I'm
through.
only getting 7 packets a minute. Give me a second.
If y'all have any role playing you want to do, I can prep something.
No.
I would like.
No,
I would like.
if- I would. No. The role playing thing is fine, but if you need time to actually prep whatever the book says, it's fine. We can
Okay.
deal with it later.
I'm gonna write myself a physical paper note.
Those never get lost in my experience.
I'm going to send a carrier pigeon.
Yeah, actually, the carrier pigeon probably would help because then I would have to take care of
It would not.
You don't know.
Oh, I know. I didn't say I was going to be carrying a letter.
The pigeon's got a knife.
Technically,
You know how heavy a brick of C4 is?
I do. Do you
Just-
know the airspeed velocity of an unladen carrier pigeon?
What do you mean?
European.
African or European?
I don't know that.
Oh, congratulations, Deem seat's open, guys.
All right, so yeah, you're all back in Gesket's lab.
Oh, you got voted out again because we're still not out of that fuck ass rat lab.
Rab.
You're gonna fight a rat rabbi next.
Not the rat rabbi.
Shane, you remember a couple weeks back you said if we get through Connor's mega dungeon before we get through Gesket's fucking lab, it's gonna be close.
Its legendary action is going to be circumcise and murder.
Oh.
What if he uses it twice in a row?
That's the Jewish version.
Huh?
So he's got a potato killer, yeah.
That's the Shrinkinator.
The Shrinkinator.
Yeah,
The Shrinkinator in it!
Shreddinator. The
The
Peelinator.
Shreddinator. It turns me into a sick skateboarder, Perry the Platypus.
Back in Dusseldorf. Anyway, we can go on and on. We chill in the tavern and we leave.
Hey. Ah! Motherfucking sketch.
Mother mucking.
This is funny.
I
This is
cannot.
funny to
I have you guys looked at the past videos and seen?
No.
This is probably the worst one yet. This is the entire fucking screen getting etch a sketch.
I only.
When's the last time you
I
updated
only-
your drivers?
I only listen to him as a
Yeah.
with
audio
my
thing while I
updates,
work.
So like last week or the week before. It hasn't been that long. I will also remind you, this is a new computer. So, okay.
New computers need them too, Liv.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying this. I have not had this computer very long. And I've updated it recently. Okay. I've
Well,
mostly
anyway.
etched the sketch. Somebody roll me a d20.
17. Oh, 17.
All right, 17. Wow. Both of you rolled a 17. That's impressive.
Double whatever the result is.
No.
Hmm.
So I choose a double and pass
Okay,
it
I'll
to the
double
next party.
it, and then I will average it out, which will make it a 17.
Cool. No, I mean,
Epic.
whatever the result is of the 17, do it twice.
No.
2 red
Two
red.
purple worms.
No. Roll me, Harka, roll me a d4. 4! 4!
I rolled it first.
4.
Yeah, but they did it better.
It was the same fucking result.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d2
Yeah.
to see if this
Yeah.
happens during the daytime or the nighttime. The
Moon.
daytime. Okay. As you are traveling to this space, you're traveling through the forest, and you kind of come to a clearing in the forest. And in the clearing, you see what looks like a beach chair, like one of those long lay-down beach chairs. Laying in the beach chair is a humanoid man.
Mm-hmm.
And from afar, at least, when you start becoming close enough to kind of notice him, you're pretty sure he's not wearing any clothes. And he appears to be just
Nice.
sunbathing.
I'm going to attempt to make the most violent gator churl noise I can from a distance.
Okay, roll performance.
At advantage because I'm a gator.
Sure. You are, in fact, a gator. 18! It's audible. You hear, I'd say you're probably about, like, 120 feet away at this point, so you hear distantly, "Oh, shit!" And you see him kind of, like, jump up and fall off of the folding chair, and then kind of scramble up and look around to see if he can notice the source of it.
I am definitely hiding after I do it. I can roll stealth if you like.
Go ahead.
Sis is just standing there, though.
Can I give him disadvantage by pointing at him?
If you are that determined to point at him,
Yeah. Why'd you do that, man? It's pretty rude.
I wild shape into a frog.
you notice he kind of stands and puts his lower half behind the sort of raised torso part of the beach chair. Can I help you?
What kind of fucked up world did we just step
Drop
off
the
into?
drop the cuff.
I'm a frog.
Lieutenant Horny Frog, what are you?
What are you doing out here?
I'm sunbathing. You want to leave me
In the
alone?
winter?
Yes,
Yes.
that's apparent.
You want to leave me alone?
We're not going to attack you.
Good. You wanna just go?
Do you want to
Both forget
perhaps?
this ever happened.
I'm good with that. You guys good with that?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Let's
The frog is in Tessa's basket.
You're gonna have a problem if you don't get the fuck out of my bed, Rex.
Knocking an arrow.
You coming into a woman's bed uninvited? Wow, dude.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, Rex.
I've lost track of what you're talking about.
I am a frog in Sister's basket. The one that is normally Tessa's seat.
Tess
I have
picks up
hopped off the
frog.
ground into it.
Tess picks up the frog. Squeeze.
All right, I'm gonna.
She dribbles you like a basketball.
I explode back in the Rex.
Like the ring breaking.
Ugh. You all take 70 points of damage.
Barrels.
I get up, dust myself off, and act like nothing happened. I continue to walk the party.
There's a 2D version of Tess on the floor.
Flat standing. I'll just, as soon as you all turn around, I'm just gonna lay back down, so, don't turn back around.
Bye.
Listen, he's giving you
Hey.
fair warning.
I hate this world.
Nice shot.
Let's go. Let's just fucking go.
I get
Yeah, there goes our sponsorship. Thanks, Tess.
Let's go.
Wait, we can be sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Baddest dragon.
Go
There's
on.
too many scalies for us to entertain that thought.
All right.
Mm,
You want to wear the scale cock warden's tank top? Be my guest.
Can we please leave?
I don't
Matter of fact-
be here anymore.
Matter of fact, Harka just starts fucking walking.
Make me leave. Matter of fact, turn.
Just gonna leave.
I just realized I don't need your guys' permission to leave. I just
Can.
can't.
You are your own person.
As we walk,
That's what I'm gonna fucking do.
we follow.
he walks a lonely road.
While we're walking.
I walk alone.
While we're walking, Rex will start. So I had this crazy dream about a new way we could travel. See my previous messages in chat about the hot air balloon.
Jokes on you, I can't read.
That message isn't gonna stop me because I can't read.
Liv, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
How does your party respond to it?
Hot
Well,
air.
he's just describing some sort of cart that flies behind him while he flies as an eagle.
I'll be right back.
You know, I recognize it was a dream, but it seemed fairly plausible given the amount of time I can spend in my beast forms now. I could theoretically, looking at this map, I could almost have just flown us over, and with this foldable boat, we might be able to turn that into the chassis if they somehow modify it to be that flying cart.
I'm gonna roll something. If I roll over a 15, I'll say it. If I don't, yeah. Nope. That sounds terrifying.
Well, I mean, most of you can fly, and I have backup plans if it started to fall.
I can't.
You don't have to.
I'm very heavy.
I have a spell that I can summon 2 giant eagles for a minute. It'll catch everyone. Except Icarus, because his lazy ass can just fly.
Um,
Yes,
He doesn't need to be
the
shed
orc
of.
himself makes him so lazy.
Well, expecting to be... Well, God, I was more referring to the fact that if he expected an eagle to catch him before somebody who couldn't fly, then yes, that would be lazy behavior.
Why would I need an eagle? I'm the superior flighted one.
Also, can anyone in the party fly other than Icarus?
I have spells to make it work. And flying at height of 600 feet, I could summon...
Absolutely in love with Rex saying most of you can fly, and it's literally just him and Icarus.
I'm very not flyable.
Yeah,
The apparatus flies, doesn't it?
No.
I would fly like a rock.
Well, I know you couldn't. I thought the apparatus could lift you off the ground. That might have just been a dream.
Yeah.
100% a dream.
It hovers around me, but it cannot fly. It'll fall with
I don't
me.
Maybe it's all these times I see Tess being held aloft by it. I guess I had a dream about you flying with it. I didn't realize it was false. But anyway, it's a neat idea, isn't it?
It's
Over double our travel speed.
an idea.
It sounds like it would work.
I'm not sure how we'd do it. No, I'm not quite the wizardly sort, and I don't think any of us are either. But, you know, we could get there, I'm sure. This totally isn't Connor clawing through the front of his skull, waiting for an intelligence character, perhaps, to step up.
Whatever do you mean?
Someone, perhaps, who claimed that they're just smarter than his character earlier. Giving a chance to, I don't know, show that.
You're not talking about me, are you?
No, neither character
I just
nor player.
rolled an intelligence check.
I was poking at Pyro, but I think he's AFK as I look at Discord. He wouldn't have done it anyway.
Well, Rex, roll me d20.
Sure.
I feel like that day.
You gonna give? You gonna do my roll to defer to Harka again?
Oh, Harkins was the first one I saw. Because that was when
Mine was before his, but go off.
Yes, but remember I had the Etch-a-Sketch thing happening at that time?
Lies
The
and
Etch-a-Sketches.
chicanery.
It will be on the recording. Nothing happens. Sister!
Boom. What up, Soren? I can only hear.
5.
Oh, everybody on his
No.
work alert.
Folding boat time.
Oh yeah, I'm very about that. Bum beat up, bum beat up.
Alright. You hop on the folding boat.
Make sure there's no holes in it.
Perception check.
Not investigation.
Sure, if you want to do investigation.
I
I'm
don't.
very much better at perception, so.
Same.
There's no holes.
Sick.
No holes that are not meant to be there.
What does that mean?
Because it folds out into different types of ships, and I think one of them is a rowboat.
Yeah. There's there's 3 command phrases. One resets it, and then there's 2 different boats we can turn into.
Yeah. So I think one of them has the oar holes in the sides. Which would be holes that are meant to be there.
So we can turn it into. It's not a foldable boat. It's folding boat. And then I suppose. We can turn it into.
I love his scoff of disgust at the boat option.
Because it doesn't drop the name of the boats. It gives descriptions of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's one that holds 4 comfortably, and there's one that holds 15 comfortably.
I think we're gonna have to go with the 15 comfortably, because
Yep,
we
it's
all
a-
know Sister's built like a Pixar mom.
24 feet long, 8 feet wide, 6 feet deep. It has a deck, rowing seats, and 5 sets of oars.
Okay, now talk about the boat, not Sister's ass.
Whoa.
Steering oar, an anchor, a deck cabin, and a mast with a square sail.
I just ask you.
Also, it says comfortably. So, to move this thing, we'd need 5 people rowing.
I have good news.
Who's
There
the-
are 5 of you.
Icarus and Sister, which one of you has less strength?
I
The
would imagine.
contest.
No, I have +0.
-1.
Well, Sister looks like you got free of rowing duty. Everybody else, yeah, that means you get to steer the ship.
He does have a good perception.
Thank you.
And then everybody else has to go below deck for this massive ass ship.
Go.
Have I got enough?
Also love the idea that if we ever try and sneak by, Sister at the helm is just gonna be a beacon in the fog of, hey, Captain, I think there's a ship over there. What makes you think that? Oh, you know, the little sun going over the horizon.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
excuse you. She can close up all of her little sections that have the burning light in it.
Yeah, she's like a bullseye hooded lantern over there.
So for ease of leverage, me and Icarus had to be on opposite sides rowing because we're both equally as short.
Short and small. You gotta balance it like a scale.
No, I think you misunderstand. It's saying 5 sets of oars. There's 5 seats with an oar on each side. You're sitting front to back. It's not the boat you're picturing with 2 rows. The upside is that there's they're still going to be yelling, row! Row!
Yeah, you have the scullery crew over there.
But, trying to see what our boat classifies as. Gee, thanks, Gam, for giving me absolutely fucking nothing. Well, here's the value of the ship. Doesn't tell you how much it carries. Here's the speed. I pulled a monkey out of my bag. Look what I brought.
It's an immediate 5th level smite. Do not ask how he got the 5th level.
Through the boat. The monkey will be returning as a drowned. So we be rowing.
You be rowing.
Can I get a second though? Because do we start travel on the travel day on the boat? Because we kind of get to the shore by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of calling it as this is.
Okay, I would like to change up my spells for a second to prepare for ocean travel.
Okay.
Give me just a second. There's like 2 or 3.
I can't wait for this one to get blown up too, and we have to crawl to a new island.
Well, for one, I'm casting Water Walk on everybody. I just gotta get everything situated.
Stroke.
I'm over your stroke, man.
I'm over here rowing my dick.
Yeah,
Clan rat.
that'll be a good one.
Disconnect far squeaker for.
Okay. As we start, everybody's getting a water walk. No, just water breathing at the start. And then I've got water walk prepared for if the boat goes down. So if we go underwater, you've got water breathing. And presume that
Thank
Rex
goodness.
re-ups this every time we wake up.
God, I can be an archer underwater. I hate. Listen,
Nope.
underwater rules. I hate them. I hate them very much.
Underwater fighting is a pain in the ass. If you're not a druid. And even then, it can be
Yeah,
annoying.
Yeah, from
I mean,
I am literally a fire cleric.
It's bad.
you're sinking. You're the anchor.
It's bad for you, buddy. Roll me.
Pop a chain on her.
Tess, roll me a d20.
Okay, I get to roll the water encounter. Hell yeah! Perfectly balanced. This whole thing should be.
Roll me a d4.
Oh yeah! Stop. Don't.
Yippee.
Obey. 1.
I'm changing one more spell, now I'm done.
Alright.
I will put it back if you want, but I swapped hold person for fog cloud.
Let's hope we don't find any pirates.
Hence what the fog cloud is for.
No, we can steal their shit.
But there's no
I mean,
hold
that is
up.
the name of the game.
Oh shit! This is your game. I forgot. You were a straight up pirate. And I had you relinquished to below deck.
Wow.
I just kind of accepted it.
And you just said, yeah, sure.
I can't believe you carried the actual pirate to the fucking rowing deck.
What more than he was just like, fuck it, why not?
You commanded a ship before I can take this one.
Do you
for
have
team.
proficiency in water vehicles?
Yes.
You fucking animal.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, Nasir, would you like to take advantage of this scenario so that you can?
Yeah, I'll
Instead
take
of-
top deck.
Thanks,
hang on.
buddy.
Can we see how Sister's attempt at navigating goes for the first trek of the journey?
No,
I want to see how her navigating is.
I want to
What do
see
you want
how
me to roll for
Nasir's
that?
navigating is.
He is. Yeah, I know he's gonna take over, but I want to see if it goes catastrophically or Sister is kind of okay.
What do I roll?
Ask the god.
That's what I'm asking.
As you are navigating Sister with your perception of 21, you were the first one to notice. There is a large school of big-headed, like, green fish swimming alongside of you.
You call this out?
Hey, look, Rex. There's a bunch of fish.
Barreling up the stairs already.
What the fuck?
I dive over the edge. Nobody shake!
They're
I
called
can't
mahi
wait.
mahi.
Oh, mahi. Okay, that's what that is.
They're mahi mahi.
Imagine if they were piranhas. I
They
just
are
dove
not
in.
I
Nobody
so
shake!
the funny thing is, the table was a large school of fish swims alongside the boat for 1d4 hours, so it's 1 hour. And then I went and what I was googling was, what is the best kind of fish? Because I knew no matter what answer it gave me, it would at least be funny. And then I was like, oh no, wait, I should specify ocean fish. And mahi mahi was the first thing that popped up, and I said,
Are there? Question: is there a galley on the ship, or like a little thing where Sister can cook? No.
It says there's something. Let me pull it up. On the one we are, it has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar and anchor, a deck cabin. So there is like, as best as I'm reading and assuming there's nothing it doesn't list. If you look above the name Niastrand, we have the boat, rowing level. And this is the
so
shape
it's
of our
like-
boat.
It's kind of like the medium one in the Sea of Thieves thing.
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then. Yeah.
This should be
yeah.
the shape of it. So there's a little room that if she has her
Keep doing it.
camping stuff, she could set it in there.
All right, then. All right, get to getting fish, boy.
Can I make a survival check to gather up as many fish as I can, swimming underwater, wild shape and all?
Sure, but then they won't be swimming alongside you for an hour.
That's fine. You just said they're the best fish.
Then you see
I
a
said
massive
this
eye
like-
open up beneath the ship.
You just let me know when I can drop that survival to hunt them.
Go ahead if you want to kill a cool fish. You get 3 fish.
Mahi mahi are pretty big, so
You
that's...
get 1 fish.
Thanks, Norm. Okay. I will come up, drop the one fish. Those motherfuckers are hard to catch.
You did your
I hope-
best.
I hope
You know,
a
if I were
grouper
a
just
real
comes up
dick,
and
I would pull that seal.
I
Another one.
I am.
Can
Oh, it is
can
a
I try?
mahi-mahi! That's even funnier! I thought it was a different type of fish!
I just wish a giant grouper would just come up and like nosh on you, dude.
You are totally allowed to have an animal come up and swipe it out of Rex's hand.
Okay, I will give you 2
I rolled a
fish
2.
so that it looks. I will give you 2 fish so that what happens in that gift can happen. So you're just standing there,
Oh.
and you hand one of the fish to Harka, and he's standing there holding it, and you come up and you're holding the other fish, and you just hear, and a seal snatches it by the tail out of your hands, and you're just kind of watching it go.
Here, how do you take this first one? I got a set. Never mind, that's the only one I got. That's the only one I can catch. Throw me the ladder.
Yeah. You know how to cook fish, sis?
I've done it a few times.
Rex is peeking over the side of the ship with a croco look. You know, I know my Cajun boils have been less than minimal before, but
You
We
wanna
have a
try again?
designated cook in the group. We're gonna stick with that.
Get back up the boat, Rex, before something pulls you overboard.
Did you want to try again, Rex?
No,
would
I don't
love
want him to try again.
Damn.
I will reel it in this time. As
I
I
want
open
food
up,
to be edible.
I open up my satchel of spices. It will be beautiful.
How about this? How about we split the ingredients half, and then you can make yours, and I'll make mine. It's still plenty.
It's a fucking episode of Chop.
Correct.
All right,
correct.
all right, chefs. Chef is now.
Liv,
Tess is now-
I'd like to ask for something that's a bit of a big ask. Can I get proficiency in cook's tools only for Cajun dishes? Proficiency in Cajun cuisine is what I'm asking for.
in Cajun cuisine.
Connor, would you give it to us?
Given how rarely cooking tools matter, yes. And that it's almost exclusively for a bit.
I
Aaron
would also
automatically killed himself.
hang on. I would like to put. I think Connor has let me do some stupid castric shit in the past. I think.
I'm gonna say I did.
I will come to Connor's defense this one time.
I always knew you were my favorite.
Absolutely not.
Proficiency.
I will take it. What kind of roll is it?
Sister, what do you use for cook's tools?
You typically have me use wisdom.
Then it's
That's what
wisdom.
Connor lets me do as well.
Then it wisdom.
Wisdom.
Player cooker.
This is a chop.
Alright.
This is the chopped dessert round right here.
All right, chefs, give me your
See
best
what was in your
sashimi and
basket.
gumbo. All right, 17. Very nice. Very
In your
nice.
basket, you had mahi mahi, mahi mahi, mahi mahi, and mahi mahi. Let's see what they made.
And I had to
I'm
make a
gonna
little
go with
modifier real quick.
Can you say mahi mahi one more time?
Mahi mahi.
Thank you.
Mahi mahi.
Mahi, my
Mahi.
Maya, Maya, Maya,
We're getting
Maya,
skins.
Maya.
Oh.
Damn it! It was supposed to apply.
Hello, salut.
So that would be
Yeah.
plus
Maybe I
one.
have to do one thing.
I do.
It's an 11 if I don't have advantage. Correct.
You do not have advantage. Neither of you had advantage, so it's an 11.
I had enhanced abilities prepared too. I just
Now
forgot
let's
to use
see whose dish is on the chopping block.
Well,
Chef Rex, you've been chopped. Judges?
it.
a test pulls out an axe. Wait, not literally.
Chopped is what they say when you go home, right?
Yes.
Well,
Liv,
Well, I guess I'm
how
sending him to the
how
moon.
does Rex fuck it up?
What are you trying to make?
Like a seafood boil,
Like a seafood
like a
boil?
crawfish boil, but with mahi mahi.
Crawfish boil with mahi mahi. You misunderstand the difference between cooking shellfish and cooking fish.
wow.
Oh,
What?
horrible.
And
Gross.
it is boiled fish is not great.
It's fucking raw.
Rex swallows it down and goes, "See, I knew I could redeem myself."
Vomits.
Gulp, gulp.
I'm sure it's very
He
delightful.
swallows it all in one bite because he's a gator and has a big ass mouth.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He rarely
But you
tastes
know
it.
how they do the gulp, gulp, gulp thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He glucks it down like a pelican.
Yeah. This is where people could realize that Rex seasons stuff, so he tastes it in his throat, not his mouth.
Wah. So yeah, you ate all of that. Okay, sister, what do we eat?
Wait, no,
No, you fucked up. No.
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 No. Just
Just imagine Harkin just walk over, put his hand on Rex's jaws. He's like, "You can no longer open this until that is digested."
You can
Big
no
gulp.
longer open this.
Look at that. That's a bad chef.
Anyway,
Oh.
here you go, everyone. And she had some rest of the food.
I didn't plan on him eating the food he made anyway, so
Damn. I would have ate if he had left some for the rest of us.
Rex is dejected.
Good. You fucked
I'm
up.
sorry,
You were
Rex.
supposed to give me something for some of that. You don't fucked.
It's okay, Rex. You tried your best.
Ridiculous.
You ruined the food.
You didn't share it of it
You
either.
ruined half of it.
He ruined the portion. You were supposed.
I wild shape into a blobfish to represent my mood.
Oh.
I hope we all learned our lesson here.
What? I thought it was fun.
He's staring wistfully out over the sea.
I kick him into the water.
Just imagine Rex being that Laios meme where he's like looking at it from the fucking corner at Harka, like expecting praise. Like, I'm not about to praise you. You just ate all the fucking food.
Tess, you kick him in the ocean and you just watch him sink until he's consumed by the darkness of the water.
Damn. We need a new druid.
Our boy is a fool.
Harka, you can't see the moon past the darkness.
What?
You mentioned the moon. A moonbeam strikes the spot, and I rise up, lifted by my chest. Yes, Rex is really just having fun on the ocean.
Naturally.
Imagine
Just
playing
being a
having
silly
fun
little
in our
goober
fun
is
game.
all.
This is a good point to remind that the silly, goofy things I do with Rex are usually like canon. He just likes goofing off. He's very wise, but his sense of responsibility is very underdeveloped.
Negative.
Yeah, he grew up. He's like his whole life. His worries have been make sure I have food, water, warmth, and shelter, and everything else is surplus.
Karen stares at you throughout, going. I know your problem. You need to turn into a. Karen leans across the line. You need to turn into a bear. Everything will make.
Wild shape into a brown bear. I don't get it.
Wow, we diverged so hard. You turn into a tiger. I turn into a werebear. You're a filthy animal. I'm a.
Wait, I also was a lichen. You're right.
I was I'm an apostate. You're a filthy fucking druid. And he's a paladin that doesn't like gods.
He's just like me. He's just like me. I'm just like you. He's just like me.
And we also go into melee, but we shouldn't, even though we really want to.
I'm not even supposed to go into melee.
I do it better somehow.
Fuck you, because you have insane buffs. I'm done.
I did, but I haven't used that buff.
D20. D20.
Snackers. You should have gotten better buffs, buddy. Hell, I think that should be before the buffs. It'd be my favorite if I could loot it.
Icarus, you've got the Uber. Who's got good Arcana? Who's got good Arcana? As Rex holds up his scroll of warp sense while we're on the boat.
This flips you off.
I have advantage as well. It's like a 3 with advantage.
And do you have good investigation?
I have a 3.
I'm looking at test now.
I want to loot.
Warp test is important to saving people's lives, but
I want to loot.
Sister, here's the scroll of warp sense. Actually,
Yeah.
Icarus, how you doing? Yoink right out of your hand.
Okay.
3 and 3.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you famously had the big investigations last time we checked. Or is that just Shane luck kicking in?
I think that was just luck.
I don't
What does
think
that mean?
You want to talk about Shane Luck while he still has his hand on the dice.
Oh yes, we all know the god of misfortune, Shane.
If Gooba and Shane ever touched, there'd be a singularity.
It's like fucking God and if somebody that just forgot which one it was when reaching up to him. You know what I meant.
Equivalent exchange.
Bumba.
Scroll of warp sense to whoever wants it. My investigation is also a 3. My Arcana is also a 3. So, but Rex is
My
gonna be
Arcana is
doing.
a -1. My investigation is a -1.
Yeah,
My
you weren't ever in the running. Mhm.
My Arcana is a 7, and my investigation is a 4. You know my terms.
No.
Then do it yourself.
I pass the scroll over to Sister. Hey, what happens if we say the... So, how long does it take the boat to unfold?
That is a good question.
Okay. So, if I speak the collapse word, in 6 seconds it folds into the box. Similarly, if I'm holding this box and I throw it and yell the command word, do I
think
throw
it
the
unfolds.
boat?
You're making
It
the
looks like the picture that I see. It looks like the box becomes the back of the boat.
Looks right.
Well, it doesn't say it's an action, so I'm gonna say a minute to fold and unfold.
I mean, it has a line that says take an action.
Where?
But very last
yeah,
of the first
you
paragraph.
use an action to speak the command word.
Right.
That doesn't mean
Okay.
that what happens in an action.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Who has the box and who knows the command word? Do we all know the word?
He would not have excluded anybody from knowing the word, unless you had said only tell this person the words.
Another weird semantics. If I yell the collapse word and then next round someone yells the new word, does it just reverse?
I mean, yeah. It as long as it's yeah.
And
It
in
would.
theory, if I were on the ship and everybody was sleeping and I just whispered the command word, I could shrink the whole ship into a box.
I don't know why you would, but yeah, and everybody would
Okay.
be wet in the water. You would very much be pulling the kind of asshole move from the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap of pushing the air mattress out onto the lake.
I'm not saying I want to. I just want to be prepared.
Or when somebody pushes your air mattress out on the lake.
It never hurts to know the limits of your items before you get there.
Oh, right then.
So scroll warp sense, eeny, meeny, miny, sorry, Shane, Icarus, you get the scroll warp sense. I will send you a link to the spell because it's not a compendium.
Okay.
Unless you, for some reason, have bought
No.
yourself the new book and only that.
From
No.
2024? No.
The Planescape one, like one of the
no, I
last
haven't bought
D&D
Planescape,
14 ones.
I have not.
It's in Roll20 chat, and that should be good. Essentially, when we get to the point of where that portal is,
Yep.
so the way
Easy enough
Liv
to find,
had
yeah.
agreed to do, well, the way Liv agreed to do portal, the scrolls are not on your spell list. It'll be a DC 12 Arcana check to cast a spell, and if you fail, it fizzles. And then after that, it's an ability. Spell casting ability is made
Yeah.
with the spell. What would
It would be more
that
difficult
be
for
for
people
Icarus?
that do not have spellcasting.
Gently take it back.
Yeah, I would say it's either I would either up the DC or do disadvantage.
Is your wisdom a 20, sister?
Yes.
It goes back to you, and I'm done with it. Because Rex is going to be doing nature stuff with his thing, so I got the scroll for somebody else to be able to try and figure out where...
They're sneaking.
Yeah, the nature stuff, the druid things. So,
Cool.
Rex will similarly go and investigate the area for unnatural presences,
Alright.
expecting to find some, and anything new or different, trying to gather... Specifically now, based on what we know, he's trying to gather evidence or
Yes.
pieces of that may have been tracked in from other planes, like dirt on the bottom of a soldier's shoe from the plane of fire or wherever.
Okay. Make your checks.
Survival.
I'm gonna do sisters
nature.
last. Depends on what you're doing.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, and based on the thing I just said, looking around for extraplanar influences and grabbing and
If you're
IDing
not
them.
necessarily doing tracking, then it would be more of a nature check.
Okay. Enhanced ability for nature then.
I think that's intelligence.
Sister, do you have it
Fox is cunning.
prepared?
Yeah, I think so.
Marco's just gonna poke around.
Okay. Make your checks for whatever kind.
And
Yeah,
find
you don't
nothing.
see much. You find a lot of ash and cinders.
Yes. Sits there vibrating.
14.
14. You don't find anything extra planar. You do think back to what Richard had said about this possibly being from a modified augmented gate spell to allow it to open from one place in the prime material plane and go to another place anywhere else in the prime material plane, not necessarily bound by the less powerful arcane gates limit of I think it's 500 feet.
Gotcha. So it's an enhanced arcane gate then.
Whether you're so without being actually there when the spell is present, you are unsure if it is if they enhanced the arcane gate spell or if they modified the gate spell.
Gotcha.
But it's
Okay.
almost certainly one or the other. But you're not sure which they did specifically. You get a couple of traces of Icarus, you don't find shit. With the 14 though, Rex, you find a couple of no, what's the word? I'm grasping at it and it's right there and I don't have it. Give me a second.
Pounds of gemstones.
No.
Kilos of drugs.
No. No drugs. You find reagents, that's it. There's like remnants of different reagents that were used. Some of them look like well actually I won't give that to you for free, but there's a couple of different ones and you don't think that they were all used for necessarily the same spell because you're finding them in different places. If you would like to make me an Arcana check, you can see if you can identify what types of spells they might have been from.
He will put them in his little collection of glass vials and druid craft them to kind of purify the dirt away from them. Kind of suck the nature off of stuff with druid craft.
Okay.
And bring it up to the group to identify in a minute.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to do Sister's warp sense last on purpose.
The warp sense, I'll say it's still.
She has not done it yet.
Preparing. Yeah, she hasn't done it yet.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and try and identify it with. I'll pull Icarus and Tess. You two are sisters setting up her investigations and feeling out where the portal site is. Can you two help me identify these reagents?
Do I have your permission?
You do. Now, would you help me solve the mystery of where these innocent people have been dragged off to?
I will at least, Rex.
I appreciate that, Icarus. And I'll turn. That whole time he was just kind of locked stare at Tess till Icarus said something.
As long as that's okay.
I will also make an Arcana check.
Oh my god.
Which one?
So you want us to, how do you want us to do this, Liv?
Whichever
one check or all of
should
us
stop
separate?
acting like a petulant
If
child.
you are making one type of check, like if only one of you is, if you're only
You
making
pick me up like a
Arcana
stuffed
checks,
animal. You want to drop that?
Stop being a shitter.
Stop wasting material then.
You are acting like a brat, Tess. This is not. You're not in the right like you think you are.
No, I think you're wasting useful material. There's nothing around here to be saved. There's nothing wrong with looting useful material.
The fit you're throwing about it?
I'm upset about it. I like shiny things.
Mm-hmm. If you are intent in being unhelpful, I suggest you go wait somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Say it's a job.
Does Tess go and wait somewhere else?
No, she'll help.
Okay.
Rex won't exclude her from it. He's mature enough to let her help, given the gravity of the situation. I don't have proficiency in Arcana, so I'll just cast Enhance Ability on... I'm going to pass the reins to somebody else. So I'll cast it on
Arcana.
Tess. Yeah, so I'll give you the advantage. Feel an animal spirit perch on your shoulder.
Away with you. Alright.
I don't want your filthy help! Alright. 18.
18.
Though you are not specifically a caster of spells, Tess, with your connection to Mab and through her rewiring of your arcane DNA, essentially.
Trying to share my torture.
It's a little... Hello?
Trying to share my torture.
Oh?
I was trying to sleep.
Then go downstairs and turn his TV off. You're physically stronger than him. Turn the TV off. He has headphones for that. Why is he? Wait,
that hurt?
Stop touching me.
Yeah, big old blow up right there.
Stop touching me. Help! Great whistle!
Okay. Woo. Okay. Also, please let me know if I'm cutting in and out. Now that I've pulled Discord up, I see that my connection is going from yellow to green. So if I start cutting out, just let me know. Whether or not Pyro is listening, Tess notices that some of the spells are there's a couple of different versions. You see that some of them are spells that that could be used to win someone over to your side, such as a charm or a dominate spell. Some would be things that are a bit more just to incapacitate so that you could physically move someone that might be a bit more difficult to win over mentally. So possibly a hold person spell or some other sort of binding. But you gather that these reagents were for things to either force or coerce their captives and make it a bit easier on the abductors.
Mm. Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gathering that's why there to a certain extent, once you get to a certain point, there is not a sign of struggle. They are either incapacitating or charming or dominating their captive.
When it comes time for it, I'm going to spend my last second level to enhance ability intelligence for Sister for her Arcana check.
All right. If nobody else
That
has
gives
anything...
me advantage, right?
Yes. Yeah. So guide yourself and then cast it. You'll use the guidance and then you'll be concentrating on the
already give me.
I forget about that lens.
The lens gives me
advantage. It's true.
Advantage on Arcana checks about things that I can see.
Never mind then.
Yeah, because you can see the scroll. You're quite literally looking at it, so yeah, that would count.
I'm not sure what else I can do to help you because I don't have guidance. But you should be able to guide yourself, then cast it. It's only an action, so.
It is concentration, though.
Yeah, so I mean, she'll spend the guidance to. It'll end when she rolls the Arcana anyway, and then the next one will
Then,
start.
if there is nothing else anyone wants to check, I think it is time for the warp sense.
I go and kind of sit by the site to watch and provide moral support.
Hey,
All right, make me that Arcana at advantage, baby.
hi, Captain.
I can't hear you. Nice. 23.
23.
Okay, now it's time for Liv to open the spell and see what exactly it does.
There's a link in chat.
Since, yes, I have opened the link. You can use your action to study it. Okay. So you cast the spell successfully. Make me a wisdom check. The DC is 15. This is to study the portal that you have detected.
Can I guide myself for that one as well?
No, you'll break concentration on the spell.
That is correct.
I see.
But I will give you a
Yeah, 'cause
enhance
this one's
ability for wisdom for my last second level.
Good work.
This one
Good
in
work.
the spell, it says it's for your spellcasting ability.
So you're sitting there, and Rex kind of sitting off to you. We'll just kind of make this green druidic circle, kind of help focus your magic.
Ew.
That is, unfortunately, a failure. The DC was 15.
Fuck.
Which means you learn nothing and can't study that portal again using this spell until you cast it again.
Does
Pyro, your
anybody
dad cracks me the fuck up.
Okay. It sucks.
Sometimes that's how them dice be rolling.
Yeah. Trying to see if I have. No.
I am not inspired.
Y'all remind me when we level up to swap out resistance. I'm gonna forget about cantrip versatility. Okay, well, I do my best to help her, and it is not enough. Damn. But a great thing if it worked. I unfortunately only had enough to buy them.
Yep, it was worth a try. It was a very good effort.
Okay.
What?
Back to the drawing board.
Oh, I thought you had an idea.
No, it's just a grunt of disappointment.
Alas.
Harka, you didn't happen to have like guidance or something, right? Nothing. None of you other three have anything that would have.
Harka doesn't have cantrips. Paladin.
Yep.
Oh,
That half-caster life.
it's one of their fighting styles. They could have picked up Booming Blade guidance.
Ain't no way he's a blessed warrior. You're crazy.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
he's
It's just me
fighter.
clawing. It's just me clawing at strings because I really wanted it to be true.
Please, bro. Please, bro.
No, this can't be.
Oh, no. That can't be.
Okay. Is there anything else you all would like to try while you are here before you move on?
Connor has an idea, but he needs a few minutes to look up some stuff.
Okay.
It would require us taking a rest here for me to re-prepare some spells. But...
Okay. Would you like to bring that up to your party?
No.
No.
Sister just stands there solemnly staring at the destroyed city, knowing that she could have possibly done something and just fucked it.
And on the cusp of it. Just...
One away.
Nobody has inspiration, right? Liv doesn't give out like the
No.
stock standard.
Not like physical
Liv-
ones. I'll usually say something, but that's up to you guys to mark it however you...
I don't have it marked on my sheet.
Don't got it on mine.
Nada.
Nope.
It's usually when somebody does something that amuses me or is particularly incredible.
I figured there might be one sitting in the wings. Okay.
It would feel cheap for me to give it just to...
It's okay.
Yeah, you're good. It's how the game crumbles. I'm just trying to
brainstorm.
very hard. I
Big
will say
thinking.
above board. What I'm looking at is conjure woodland beings. If we take a rest, if there's some sort of fey thing I can summon.
Tess pouting. Oh, so now you want help from the Fae? I'm right here.
Got a slow internet. Y'all feel free to say something. Connor's just on a tangent. If it gets past by
I got nothing, big dog. I got nothing.
Icarus, what are you thinking?
Nothing much. He's just gonna be looking around, seeing if he can do anything.
So, Liv, how completed is the spell circle we've seen?
Not very. It looks like it's kind of
Over
been...
the 3 sites, how well have we been able to piece together the full picture?
Not very. So all of them are similarly degraded in that it's almost like there was an impact from the center of the circle that whooshed out and kind of blew the symbols away. So it's not like, oh, this one had the northwest portion and that one had the southeast, but it's all kind of getting degraded more or less in the same way. So the things that are closest to the inside of the circle are completely gone.
There is a very dumb idea I could do. I'm gonna look at another stat block or two before I summon a hag. Okay. Don't think. So, gang, all I've come up with. Upcasting it doesn't. Oh, I don't have anything.
I got nothing, man.
The only balls to the wall I have is I could technically take a rest, summon woodland creatures, and summon a sea hag, and try and get them to use scrying. That is a chaotic evil medium fae. So good fucking luck.
No.
Certainly a choice.
Thank you for really letting that idea air out, Norman.
No problem.
Whose dog?
Is that taco
It's Tess.
or burrito?
Burrito.
It's Tess.
Shadow dog.
Norman. He may have gotten up to deal with it. Do we still hear it, guys? The silence of the burritos.
That is...
Hi.
Your party has nixed that, so...
Do you have...
Next.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I don't like that laugh. That laugh makes me nervous.
It's not a. It's not a laugh. It's not an evil laugh. That's a. My God, things are going bad. Like I'm chewing on the strings of my hoodie. Convincing myself we're still in that half moment, just failing that I can pull something out at this rate.
It's Rex. It's over.
No. There's got to be something. We got to do something, right? There can't be gone all over this continent to find where this portal goes.
Perhaps if we take a rest, we can try again tomorrow.
That was the one scroll we had. That was our best.
Damn, Harka out here chewing on charcoal.
It's actually Tess. It's her leg sticking out of his mouth. That's why the barking ended. Rex will get a little flustered for a bit and then kind of straighten himself and go, you know, you're right. A rest might prove useful. Let's go ahead and set up. Funnily enough, if we didn't really want to set up camp, we could just beach the ship. Like, open it on the beach and sleep below decks. I mean,
suppose.
But, you know,
I don't think it's a flat bottom boat.
Well, if we go to the beach, it doesn't really matter. That's why I said take it to the beach.
How will that not matter? It'll still lean on its side.
No, the sand will displace.
Sand is not a liquid.
No, but it's sufficiently heavy.
We'll probably have to dig a little bit.
A lot of bit. I'm not digging when we can just roll out our bedrolls and sleep.
Fine by me.
Maybe I'll try to read this book eventually. Maybe there's something in there. Got some divine lock on it that doesn't let me.
Write down.
Doesn't let me read it.
Damn it! It's not a cleric spell. I had an idea for a moment. I was gonna summon the Sea Hag and have Sister cast Charm Monster on it. Not a cleric spell. Bard, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Every other fucking casting class.
Artificer.
By the time they get 4th levels, they're fighting demigods. And I'm not pressed. Damn it! I thought I had it. I thought I had it right there.
You thought.
Let's try summoning the Sea Hag. Maybe she'll be nice.
Can I make a check about Sea Hag lore to see how much Rex knows? Be nature?
Nature or history, I'll let you choose.
I'll pick nature because I'm proficient.
Alright.
I was going to ask for guidance, but...
22.
Yeah.
22 is good enough. Let me pull up. While the page slowly fucking loads. No, I don't want that. I want info. There we go. That'll work. Close enough. So, sea hags are the most repulsive and wretched of hags, but they are prideful in their gruesome appearance. They typically live near or within large bodies of water, and the unfortunate souls that set eyes on them are often feasted on shortly after. You do know that they are chaotic evil. They are abysmally grotesque, even by the unbelievably low standards applied to the hag race. They have a penchant for devouring their victims. The weak-hearted are known to die upon gazing at sea hags.
And Rex, go ahead and do me a favor. Roll like add advantage insight on Harka. To know
18.
what he would do the moment he saw a fucking sea hag.
Smite.
He would kill it.
Okay, this is just such a
So-
funny line. A sea hag's greatest weapon was the sheer atrocity that was their appearance. For just looking upon a sea hag could inspire fright so overwhelming that it sapped strength. God damn. That's
Bitch
so
be
fucking-
ugly.
That's so fucking brutal.
I took it upon myself to pull up the lore of them. This section right here seems pretty. Seems like they could do it. And Rex will be saying this out loud as he's mulling over the sea hag idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harka needs. Harka knows what a hag is,
Yeah.
right? Maybe not a sea hag, but hags.
So
hags in
Rex will
general.
describe the part. He goes, I've been aware of tangentially fey creatures, and living out in the woods, you encounter a hag or two. And they, from what I've heard, they may have these abilities to tell us about what awful thing happened here right by the coast.
Tess just sitting back reading her encyclopedia of Fey bullshit.
Why are you bringing up sea hags?
One of the abilities I gained as I got entwined with the Muthroom druids
Love it.
was to pull on beings of the Feywild and pull them into the material for a time. And one of those beings being hags. That's about as strong of a thing as I can pull.
Okay.
But given that I know they're powerful spellcasters that we of a variety we lack, I know that yes, they are chaotic evil. I know they are vile creatures, but if we could convince it or trade it something that it desires in finding out where these people have been taken, that would be probably worth it depending on whatever item we're giving up. And, once we have our knowledge, whatever happens to the hag happens. But I think by the spell, even if it drops to 0, it just returns to the Feywild. I don't think I'm strong enough yet to permanently pull it.
Harka's gonna kind of look at everybody else. Kind of look around. So does anyone else think that's a ridiculously stupid idea? Or is it just me?
I recognize it has its risks.
Risks.
Very high ones. But we have gone to 3 sites now and learned all the same. And we are going to run out of money very fast if we have to keep buying scrolls to not work and time while these people continue to abduct more towns and more people to continue down their goal. I am simply calculating the risk of us facing one hag versus this undead cult abducting swarms of people to turn into their whatever that they need them for. And I would rather us bear that risk of trying to get something out of it than try and be safe and let hundreds more die while we simply sail.
Questions about your spell.
Yes.
Once it wears off, what happens?
I'm gonna double check it, but I'm pretty sure it goes to the Feywild. Like it returns to wherever I summoned it from. I will post it in chat though. Yonk. Roll initiative for the thing if we go hostile. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. If you don't use any commands and they defend for themselves, hostile creatures, but otherwise take no actions.
Summoned creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions.
So, judging on the personality of them, we have to indulge it. And if we anger it, then it might. It's not as I understand it, is not a charm. It is just friendly to us, unless we upset it, and then it will then be able to turn on us, and I can drop a spell and send it back. But
Harker's gonna look at everybody else. Opinions?
I would like to know how Harka takes the way Rex phrased it. He'd rather us risk it to save people than play it safe and let people die.
He's not saying no, is he?
He's not, but I wanted to know, like,
There you
above
go.
board.
He's not saying no.
So am I extrapolating correctly? You're saying he's uncomfortable with the idea, but he gets it?
He's not saying no.
Jesus, Norvin. Step out of the character for a second. Say it again.
He's not saying no.
And I cast Moonbeam on her. Now I might just go full Majora's Mask on him.
Well, it's just obviously. I mean, he's not saying no. Obviously, he's kind of. You made sense to him.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I want to know if he was. I wanted to pull the thread on his view of monster killing and the way that he's coming about it here. And you have answered what I was looking for.
One of the big things is you've told him it goes back. There's no killing it. There's no destroying it. He attacks it. It goes to 0. It just goes back.
The only downside
Once the spell is over. Yeah, it's gonna know who the fuck we are.
Yes, it is a real creature. It is not a construct or something. Like if we do something to upset it enough, we will have a nemesis out there.
Which is another reason why he's leaning towards no. But yeah.
Above what
Parker's
I could
gonna
also
say
be a fun...
it is of my opinion that we have other sites we can go to. We just go to them.
They are across the ocean, and I recognize the risks enough that I will defer this plan to a majority vote of the group on what we're gonna do. As I was saying, the pros of us working with it to divine. First of all, Liv, before we go through all this, can I gather that with this scrying spell and what we've got here, we could get it to reveal to us what we're looking for?
I feel pretty confident of that, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before we go through all this and go,
Valid.
On the upside, we could probably divine, if we get it to work with us, divine what we're looking for, and send it off, and hopefully not have to worry about it. But if we upset it, or it otherwise kind of looks at Tess, I did have a thought, if it had some sort of tie to Mab, or offense to your Fey Court findings, we could have a nemesis out there.
With her being as close to us as she is, any Fey creature is going to smell Fey on us.
Right.
Okay, it depends if she's unaffiliated or in the Sun Court. Summer Court. If it's a Summer Court thing, they're going to try and murder me as is.
Sea Hag doesn't really strike me as a.
Fae might be wild. Sea Hag could be Winter Court or Wild Fae.
Winter Court would be to our favor, actually.
Well,
would it not?
Winter Court's kind of a survival of the fittest times 10. So it could help us, but it could also be like, oh look, my parts are worth extra. It really.
At the very least, we may be able to.
In an official setting, it gives me clout. In an unofficial setting, I should watch where I step.
Okay.
And so should the Sea Hag.
I was gonna say you may want to prepare to name drop Mab and to try and deter.
She pulls down her shirt again. I think that's pretty fucking obvious.
I mean more that if he tries to slink away and you will rue this day, yada yada, be like, okay.
I don't think you want me to.
You send that mail to Queen Mab.
You know how I don't say her name. Names have power, unless you really.
Should I not be saying Queen Mab so much?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay. I will stop saying. I will stop saying the name.
Tess's patron.
That's the one. That's not equivalent, right? I know.
I have not said her name, but especially if I say her name, it kind of acts like a force multiplier.
I know the Fae are all about intention, so is saying Tessa's patron the same as dropping her name?
No, names have power.
Okay.
Yep.
So those are that's
There's,
the
the
tentative
football.
plan I've put forth.
Specifically affiliated with any court.
So it could be Wildfire.
Yeah, they're
Right,
either going to
that
be
was-
Wild
no,
Fae, but it also... I don't think they're affiliated with the Feywild at all, really, anymore, other than being creature-type Fey, because in the Monster Manual it says, ancient beings with origins in the Feywild, hags are cankers on the mortal world.
Ah,
Oh,
immigrants.
so they're banished from the Feywild. Okay,
Banished,
but
or they moved here because that's where their sustenance is.
They
Gotcha.
immigrated for juicy souls.
there's a good chance there's some sea hag hut on this island that I'm going to be sucking them from to conversate with. I would like to hear the other party members. Harka's a tentative maybe, leaning towards no. I'm at a yes for Rex's reasons, and above board, I think it'd be a fun moment to roleplay.
If you think that it will help us save the people, I don't care. I will do it.
I feel confident if things go the way we want, it is possible to get what we need. But I cannot
Hold on.
ignore the risk.
I don't see that the Sea Hag has spellcasting.
They have.
They might have innate spellcasting.
Not in the
You know what I've looked at?
The Green Hag.
No. It's a sea hag.
Is it the 24?
It's from 25. So they updated the coven magic to there. So I think I had misread it.
If they shared while all 3 members of a hag coven are within 30 feet of one another, they can each cast the following spells from the wizard's spell list. So that would require all 3 of the coven hags within 30 feet of each other.
Would you allow me to summon them in this non-combat situation? Okay.
Because it only allows for 1 Fey creature of challenge rating 2 or lower. It is a concentration spell, and the creature disappears when the spell ends.
Okay.
So even if you cast it multiple times, you could only have 1 iteration per casting.
What I'm asking is, could I summon said hag and they summon their coven to talk?
Let me see if that's a thing that they can do.
It's I don't think it's an official thing. It's more of like if you want to go full unnamed play with it, kind of a vibe thing. You can choose to or not to do as a DM.
No.
Okay.
A sea hag that is part of a coven has a challenge rating of 4.
Okay.
So it wouldn't.
Then that plan is garbage. Rip out the window.
I'm glad we looked at this before, though. It was good, but it's one of those plans that has a lot of moving pieces that need to be checked on separately.
I also forgot about their CR going up once they're in a coven.
Yep. Because that's what I was checking was with their coven stuff was because I'm going, if they have to be within 30 feet of the other 2 to even summon them or use the spells, then separating 1 makes it useless. So I was trying to see if they have like limited access, and it was like, oh, the challenge rating goes up. Well, there's the answer.
Okay. Well, that is all I have. That is the exhaustive idea. Well, it's straight out to the ocean. We can say, so as to not backtrack this somewhat nice character talk, we can say that Rex, with DM's approval, is going over it and remembers more about the hags and the way their covens work, and realizes that his spell does not have the means.
Yeah, that's valid.
I would need an 8th level spell slot to summon the coven.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So 3 times as many at 8th level. I could summon 3 CR2 Fey
They're
creatures.
CR4 if they're in the coven.
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, come on.
They're CR4 if
I
you're
just-
in the Covenant.
If I'm standing at 8th level to summon them.
Then no.
Oh, okay. I summon 3 unrelated hags, and as part of it, I make them form the coven on the spot.
Shut the fuck up, Agatha. That's not how this works. We are not holding hands and singing the Witch's Road. It's not a thing.
Maybe if you were a real witch, you would.
I never said
Okay,
I was a
okay.
real witch. I said I was a real bitch.
We can all take a nap tonight. We can think. We can mull. We can play with whatever spells you have. What the fuck's an Etch-a-Sketch? And
Something that torments me.
we can think. So let's just yeah. Take a nap. No.
Are you gonna eat it all?
Yes. Okay, then there's spoon.
Uh-huh. Can I get that one more time, please?
Did you mute yourself?
My brother in Christ, your mic is not muted.
Okay. So. Let me scoot you over here real quick so that I can make a check mark. Freehand. And now I'll put you back. To front. No. There we go. So. You have visited the 2 here. I will remind you that there are 2 on Calagios. I'll put you on the world map real quick. There are 2 on
I think we visited the
Calagios.
3 there, but yeah.
Huh?
Never mind. Pedantic.
No,
Did we hit the 3 there?
Niastrand is where you are.
I know, I said we hit the 3 because of the original we went to. Pedantic, don't worry about it.
Yeah. There are 2 on Calagios. There are 2 on Dragbrua. So, you have the folding boat. You could sail back to Calagios from where you are, or do a little land trekking back over here to avoid spending all that time in the ocean. Up to you.
I think it's much faster just go by boat, typically.
Yeah. Up to you guys, and get back over this way. You could go back to Kamaraska and try and see if Richard can teleport you elsewhere again. That would be my personal recommendation if where you wanted to go next is Dragbrua, because very far. Or you can try and see if there's anything else that you feel compelled to do on Niastrand before going to any of the other sites.
I have a question for our spellcasters.
Yes.
Do you know the scrying spell?
We don't have 5th level spells yet. Because there's a spell called Commune with Nature that I could do to give me the influence of other planes immediately. But I am not at 5th level yet to do it.
Alright.
And I also would have Scrying, but I do not have the material component or the spell slot.
But you have knowledge of it.
Yeah, let me double check actually that I get Scrying. I do. Yes, I do.
Druids definitely get it.
Yes.
So
I know he knows of Scrying. He's familiar with it. He's in a more hag-like sense, like crystal ball.
I'm trying to
Also,
RP here, buddy.
You saw Richard.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm familiar with the far side. It's what I was imagining us pulling out of the hag.
Okay, and generally makes it easier to scry on someone if you have something that belongs to them.
Yes.
Now, can you scry
this-
on someone just using something that belongs to them without knowing who they are?
Yes. So, if you've heard of the target, like if you loosely know who the target is, it's harder to pick them up. But if you have, is it a possession or a piece of them? like a hair, nails.
We might be able to do both. Look around town, see if we find a diary.
Good point. Hair surviving a burned town would probably be unlikely.
Yeah, but a diary,
They tried not to wound them or hurt them too bad. So
and they are alive. We know
yes.
that.
Did someone say
for the most
diary?
part.
Yes.
If only.
You would know
Hey,
that belongs to one of the. You would be able to gather that belongs to one
Hold
of the
on.
cultists.
Hold on. Ah, shit, we have a diary that
Oh,
belongs to one
shit.
of the cultists.
You're right. We do have a diary that belongs to one of the cultists. Bonk. The brain cells resonated.
If only I could read.
I say we head back to that wizard. And we have him scry on the owner of that book.
I would like to pick up a possession of a townsfolk.
We can do that as well.
Because they likely have less mental fortitudes than the cultists might have.
Agreed.
So I will pick up.
If someone could do that without Tess seeing it.
I
don't care if she sees.
That maybe you should offer to let Tess grab something, but okay.
No.
Because Tess is just going to want something of value.
Yes.
We just want something that belonged to someone.
Rex will, when you say the hiding from Tess,
giving it to them once we find them.
Rex's intent is to get something that probably won't be missed in case we don't see them, but is still sentimental enough. Something that people would likely not lose sleep if they lost in exchange for their life.
Okay.
And he does not care if Tess sees him go in and take something. But he's not looking for something valuable. He's looking more for, like, sentimental value.
Okay,
of, like,
but since
a diary.
You have something sort of specific in mind, make me perception or investigation.
Okay, I will do
This
perception.
would be investigation because you're digging.
Damn, I almost
Sorry.
got away with it.
Yeah, you're not just
third level
glancing
spell,
over.
advantage. Third level spell to enhance ability on myself and
Hey,
Harka.
listen, when you know you're about to sleep.
Harko, you get intelligence buff.
Holy shit.
And
I can do more than basic math.
As an owl is there correcting you every time you do it wrong.
Ooh. Okay,
I
16.
roll a 16.
Describe to me what you find, Harka.
Harka will find a semi-precious, like pewter hairbrush.
Very nice. The boar bristles, they look like it's a well-kept item. So it's clean. There's not a lot of there's the dust from ash, but there doesn't seem to be.
Someone was taking care of the fucking thing.
Absolutely.
I can find hair in it?
No, that's what I was trying to say. There's no hair in it. They kept it clean. They cleaned out their hairbrush. But now when you find them, they get to be singing the "Oh, Where Is My Hairbrush" song from VeggieTales. So.
Tess, an important thing for you to know that happened. We went looking through people's houses, and Harka came back with a semi-precious pewter hairbrush to use for us to scry on them.
I also want to come right out and say that I said before you do that, would anyone like to suggest that you let Tess do it?
And both of us said no, and I specifically said Rex does not care if she sees us doing it either.
Just
stunned silence is really all I can imagine what's happening right now.
Text tips.
Harka's gonna try and like figure out whose house it is and everything. He's gonna look for other things as well to see if he can get like a name out of anything or a family name.
No, there's nothing of that would have survived.
There's no like family stone, family book, or anything.
No, a book that survived fire? No.
Here.
The family Bibles are well and truly burned here.
That's why they're all going to go to hell.
Exactly. All right. If there's nothing else in the town, then I believe that would take you to your long rest.
Pyre, you are back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Tess do anything when we has that information?
Nope.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure you were here before we passed on that window.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Then we go to camp.
Got back from making piss.
Nice.
Making it? Nice.
Making water. All right. Tess.
Mhm.
What are you thinking of as you settle down for your rest?
She's trying not to do a whole lot of thinking.
Music change.
Before you realize that you've closed your eyes, you open them again. And you're home. In the Feywild.
She'll wander around the garden.
It's exactly as you remember it. Pristine. Beautiful. Everything is within reach.
Okay. She's gonna wander for a bit, just trying to parse her thoughts.
Oh dear. Such a heavy burden.
Hey, boss.
Hello, my little dragon.
Ah!
Would you like to talk about it?
I guess.
I'm always here to listen.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think my friends think I'm a bad person.
Why?
Well, they physically stopped me from looting two burnt down villages now. And it just felt so wasteful not to find anything of use.
Well, of
But,
course. The
yeah,
people there aren't using it.
well, then that and growing up, it just felt wasteful not to take everything from a kill, not even just your kill. Just if you found something of use, you pick it up.
That
If someone else
the
is
way
using
of
it.
nature.
And she shrugs, but then they looked at me as if I was a bad person when I did that.
My little dragon. You are not bad.
I'm not?
No. You are mine. And nothing that is mine could ever be bad or wrong.
Yeah.
The things that you want are natural.
Yeah. I gotta have a big shiny hoard.
Of course. It is your birthright. And
Bess is
you seek
preening.
to restore balance to nature. If there is an overabundance of one thing, nature cannot thrive. It is unnatural for things to be left amongst ruins when they could be picked over. If they're heavily buried, of course, but scavengers will come along eventually.
And I mean, I saw them doing just that when I was going to bed. They went into it. I don't get it.
They what?
Yeah, they went.
What was it? A brush?
A brush, a hairbrush.
Pewter hairbrush.
Yes.
Semi-valuable.
I saw them going and grabbing a pewter hairbrush, and I just confused. And is it because I'm small?
Oh, my sweet Tess. No. You are more precious and more powerful than they could ever dream.
No, you're. Yeah, and Tess is pretty much just full on Elmer Fudge. It's like, oh.
She just kind of strokes the back of her fingers down the side of your cheeks.
Tess is now a cat. Just.
I don't know why they would do something so cruel. Did they try to hide it?
No, I'm pretty sure Rex was looking right at me when he did it.
Oh, sweet one.
But kind of mean.
It was. I don't understand why your friends would treat you that way. That's not how friends behave. Do they trust you?
I think so.
But they've made you doubt.
I mean, I can. Maybe they think the people are still somewhere. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't either. But it's awful what they've made you feel.
I don't want to be bad.
You're not. You're not.
No. Thanks, boss. You know, fuck my voice. What do you think?
Cannon.
No. Thanks, boss. You really know what to say. Make me feel better.
I know you. I
I
can feel when your heart is hurting. She'll kind of reach her hand out and place it against your chest. I cannot protect you from everything.
Yeah.
Not while you are there. But I will not call you to my side unless it is what you wish. If you wish to be there with the rest of them, I will do what I can. My eyes are ever on you, my sweet dragon. You are never alone.
See that's why I know you're a great boss. No, you maybe just need better PR people. I don't know. And they keep saying, random people keep saying, you're bad, but you're not bad. You're awesome.
Have these random people ever met me?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I have, and I'm happy.
Good.
Yeah.
You know who I am, and I know who you are.
I'm a dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But know this. She puts a finger beneath your chin, kind of tilts it up to look at her. Should you feel as though you no longer wish to stay, you always have a place at my side.
Thanks, boss. It makes me happy to hear that.
I'm glad. She reaches out and places a kiss on your forehead, and it's just like ice, but it feels so good.
Yeah.
Now sleep. Everything will be better in the morning.
And Tessa closed her eyes again.
And the rest of your dreams are filled with you frolicking through your garden in the Feywild. And if you see something that you want, you take it. Because that's nature. If something can be useful to you, you should take it.
Yeah. Shiny rose, shiny thin chunk of ice. Oh, beautiful.
The druid is rolling in his sleeping bag, hearing this talk about nature.
He would be if he heard it. But he doesn't.
He's doing the gator roll, unrelated.
Tess has a
he's-
very greedy, very scavenger way of seeing nature.
As if there were any future where I didn't hate Mav. If Rex heard that speech, it'd be on sight.
What you talking about?
The fuck
This
do you
is-
know about nature? I live in that bitch.
So did I, bitch.
So she-
I was talking to Mav. Fuck she is. She clearly ain't get the message.
At least you
or
support.
she is a more powerful form of nature, and the rules are different for her.
All right, we're going to Moon Court now.
We're going to Moon Court. It's called Night Court.
Night Court.
Night Court, but it's the nighttime.
And
But it's just
called Night Court,
It's just
and
John
there's an
American. It's just fucking John
And
Larroquette.
there's an anime girl on the cover.
I think that's probably a good place to stop for the week.
Mm-hmm.
E.
But I
On
had a
that-
great time.
On that nice dreams. I will see y'all next time.